It's up to both deans, Hester shot back. Do you really want Sophie picking the next schoolmaster after she fell in love with the last one? He'll be pretty at least, Dot must. Sophie does have good taste in men. Hester gave her a perturbed look. What? It's true, Dot said. She's probably sneaking gorgeous alphabets into evil as we speak. Maybe the old Sophie would have, Annabelle countered. But she's dean now. She's the face of evil. Annie's right. She has changed, Hester admitted. I mean, we hated her as dean those last months of school, but she really did seem happy without a boy. For now, said Dot. For now, Annabelle considered. And for what the face told us, she's getting worse, said Dot. Moving into the schoolmaster tower, adding beach cannabis to Halfway Bay, turning the Doom Room into a dance club on Saturday nights, morphing the castle into a living memorial to herself. Sounds like she's starting to push boundaries, just like Pierman said. I mean, how long before she decides she needs a date to Agatha's wedding? Hester and Annabelle goggled at her. Hello, you don't think Sophie would show up alone, do you? To her best friend's wedding to a king? Dot asked. Hester looked at Annabelle. Every once in a while, she says something worth thinking about. Not enough to keep her around, said Annabelle. Next time, I'm eating all the lentil cakes, Dot huffed. Suddenly, a tiny spray of white light appeared above them, as if the air had ripped open, giving them a peek into a new dimension. The light distended and wobbled like a sack of water before it slowly took the shape of a circle, and Professor Dofay's face appeared in the middle, blinking at them from inside a crystal ball. Girls, I have news, she said breathlessly. Immediately, Hester noticed that something was wrong. Dofay's eyes were rimmed wet, her hair frazzled and greasy, and the lines around her mouth rutted deep. Her office was a mess, littered with newspapers and scrolls. The gold vow that Dofay had recently been wearing around her neck was now empty, and there was a map floating in the air like a wandering balloon, covered in red lettering Hester couldn't make out. There was even a foot stain on the dean's green gown, which made Hester think the situation was dire indeed, since no one had ever seen Professor Dofay look anything but spotless. Are you okay, Professor? Hester asked, struggling to muster sympathy, an emotion she didn't really have, though she had zero respect for fairy godmothers, and Dofay had been Cinderella's before becoming Gustin. The fact Dofay trusted them with this mission had softened Hester's opinion of her. She had even begun to see Clarissa Dofay as a friend. You look a little... Girls, your quest is over for now, Professor Dovey declared. I need you to return to school. The waitress gasped. You can't do that, Dot snarled. After all we have... And the down overlapped. Hester cut them off. Professor, I know we haven't brought you a short list of candidates, but we are working like dogs to find someone we believe in, and trust me when I say we are all deeply grateful for this responsibility. Hester, said Professor Dovey. You can trust us to finish the job. Please don't punish us by taking our quest away. Not when we are finally starting to figure out. Hester, Professor Dovey snapped. This is not about punishing you. On the contrary, I have complete faith in your abilities. That's why I need your help on an urgent matter. A matter that justifies all else. Hester stared at her. But what can be more urgent than finding a new schoolmaster? Behind Dovey, the door to her office swung open, and Professor Emma Animan peeked beneath the floating map, slathered in a green beauty mask. Clarissa, do you mind if I attend Dean Sophie's dance this evening? Given how many of our students are going with Princess Uma still on leave, surely someone from good should be. Not now, Emma, the dean barked. Professor Animan fled. Professor Dovey, Hester started. I don't have time for questions, Hester. I need you to return to the castle at once. The peony line on the flower ground is up and running from internal springs and can get you back by nightfall. Of course, anything to help, Hester said feebly, still upset their quest would be cut short. But can I at least ask, is this about Sophie? And other boys? Said Dot. Oh, shut it, Dot, Hester whipped. Girls, our troubles are far bigger than the antics of a fellow dean, Professor Dovey said, glancing up anxiously at the magic map. But I will say this. She leaned in, glaring hard into the crystal ball. I'm hoping you can take care of two birds with one stone. Agatha, intervention.